Well, Governor Josh Stein has signed the Disaster Recovery Act of 2025, Part 1.
It was a bipartisan bill that'll send nearly $530 million to Western North Carolina to continue Helene recovery. Needless to say, that's a lot of money. We've had our Jason Puckett digging deeper into how this money will be spent and how the people in need can get access to it. Jason, can you break this down for us?
Yeah, John and Siobhan, the law is actually worth about $750 million. About $215 million of that is being sent east to help with ongoing issues from Hurricane Matthew and Florence. The bulk, though, or about $528 million, is headed to Western North Carolina for multiple things. We're going to show you a list here. The biggest amounts are going to cover agricultural losses, home reconstruction, and road and bridge reconstruction. There's also money for schools to help cover learning and education gaps, as well as funds for small business infrastructure, debris removal, and more. Now, this law was signed by Governor Stein Wednesday, and while much of the funding takes effect immediately, most of the programs people actually need to apply for aren't set up yet. You may not have to wait long, though. The law requires most of those programs be developed and presented to the legislature by March 31st. That's a little over a week from now. Governor Stein did say that this is an important step, but that more funding will likely be needed.
But the only entity that can truly help us make a meaningful impact on recovery is our federal government. We need more funding from Washington, and I will make that case, as I have been making that case, that we need more appropriations.
The governor's office estimates that disaster relief from federal sources may ultimately provide more than $15 billion to North Carolina right now. And as a state, we've contributed about $1.4 billion. But keep in mind, the estimated damages from Helene are about $60 billion across the state. For now, here in the newsroom, Jason Puckett, WBTV, on your side.
All right, Jason, thanks. Good breakdown there. And this comes as the National Hurricane Center has released a new report on Helene. It says North Carolina was the state with the highest wind gusts from the storm. The highest observed rainfall totals were in Busick in Yancey County. The report shows just more than 30 inches of rain was recorded from September 25th to the 28th. Helene produced 27 tornadoes in the Carolinas. Helene is the most devastating natural disaster in Western North Carolina's history. And next week, WBTV is getting ready to recognize 6 months since Helene changed Western North Carolina forever. We plan to bring you special editions of WBTV News next Thursday, March 27th.